do that last video, I had to take that off because that was too short. And I had too many interruptions. But anyway, yeah, bro, like your boy will be officially divorced in a few weeks. You heard me? So first marriage might be my last for a minute. Cause these women out here don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. Like, I went to work, brought home the money. I sat there and helped a woman that wouldn't. I was taking care of a child that wouldn't even mind. You heard me? So stepdaddies don't get enough credit because see, mamas that's so overly protective of their child won't let a father or mother-in-law, stepmama, discipline their child. Now me, I don't want to whoop your child. But if your child disrespectful or disrespecting elders, you should have been taught your child, you know what? No child should be disrespecting elders. Especially somebody that's helping their mama 50-50 with bills and stuff like that. You know? It's crazy out here how, and no, I'm not casting judgment because I'm not the one to judge. Cause I got some family that like the opposite sex and everything. So I'm straight with the gay community. But there's more women out here that studs and lesbians and stuff raising kids, and they get on social media and they say, you know what? Now we see what the men be going through or went through because a lot of these women say they want this, but then when you give it to them, what the hell? Like you can't sit here and say I want a good man, but then treat a good man like shit. Cause you could treat a square having no experience as nigga or female. Mainly nigga, I'm speaking about the men. Fucked up. And when he go into the world and start exploring with other women in relationships, that shit don't work out. What's up? And I know, back to you. Thank you. How you doing? But yeah, so you know, it's up to us men to show these young men that we got to do better teaching them better because the mothers can't do it. Mothers only know the woman's side. If the young man don't know nothing about hard our life coming from a father figure, he ain't gonna understand it because when he start getting into trouble, going to juvie, getting the county, going on parole, going on probation, going to rejuvenation centers and detention centers and all this other stuff, who raising them kids? The mamas. It ain't the father's fault. Let the father be in the child life. But at the same time, anyway, back to the story. So yeah, so like I said, I was helping my ex-wife raise my baby, my daughter. I still claim her as my daughter. So uh, yeah. So people don't understand, especially women, to where, like I said, you get somebody like me that If I'm dating you, I'm dating you. If you got kids, hey, I'll learn to, you know, I'll learn to love your kids just like I love you. But I'm not about to let a child, like I was taught as a child, to not disrespect their elders, grown ups, period. So that's cool. If that's how you feel, hey, it is what it is. Really cookies. But anyway, uh, yeah. So, and to continue, is like crazy because, like I said, that's why there's so much crime. That's why there's so much this and so much that going on. Because these biological dads, I can say some of them ain't shit. Some ain't shit. You wanna, as a father and a mother, go through them times with your kids to where you don't get that time back. Every child should deserve a childhood, and that goes for religion wise too. No matter what your religion is, don't put that religion on that child at such an early age to where they don't remember as they get older or gotten older that they don't have a childhood. Cause me, I had a wonderful childhood. I had some crazy times, but other than that, my childhood was straight. I grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana, but now I'm out here in Texas, and I'm seeing how they raise their kids out here different, and they wonder why the kids out here call themselves YNs and all this stupidness. Why would you want to be called a YN? Why would you want the police to be looking for you even if you ain't did nothing and you quote unquote meet the description of this person and that person? And that's why so many mistaken identity of folks. Make it make sense. I'm not about to be around here in these Houston streets acting a fool, making a name for myself for what? Ain't nothing out here in these streets but death and prison. And I already been the one and the other one. I ain't doing that till God called me. So, but anyway, so yeah, I did all that. Every time she come home, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, my head hurt, my stomach hurt, my feet hurt. Okay, let me rub the feet, let me rub the stomach. Let me get some medicine to make you feel better. I do all that. But then what happens? You give me love when you want to give me love. I'm your husband. You my wife. God created the ribs from Adam to make Eve, not the ribs from Eve to make Adam. You not here for me to serve you or to show that feminine, submissive, emotional support. You do that to me. I can give it to you, but men not built like that to where that's in our nature. Our nature is not like that. We can do that, but at the same time, if we not reciprocating that from you, how is a man supposed to be a husband to a wife that don't understand and mess up relationship? But yeah, stay tuned for part 3, story time 3.